I've never even been around homeless people. Maybe seen them on the street sometimes, but I've never been around homeless people at all. Never knew anything about it. That's why I had my own problems believing what I was doing, but I just kept saying to myself, they're better off without me.
Brenda Heist, a 43-year-old woman from a small town in Pennsylvania, was a loving wife and mother until divorce threatened to tear apart the quiet life she had built with her family. At the time, she was working as a bookkeeper for a local car dealership, but she didn't make enough to support herself on her own. As the divorce proceeded, Brenda had been trying to move into a new apartment, and she applied for government assistance to help her afford the rent, but her request was denied. She was running out of options and facing homelessness, and the divorce was taking a huge toll on her. February 8th, 2002 started as a day like any other. Brenda had set out meat to thaw for dinner and had just started a load of laundry when she left to take her kids to school. After dropping them off, she intended to return home and finish her chores, but something came over her. Instead, she drove to the bus station, completely overwhelmed with her situation, especially the thought that she might become a burden to her children and ex-husband. If she couldn't find a way to support herself, Brenda parked her car, walked over to a bench, and broke down in tears. Two strangers saw her crying and asked if she was okay. That was the last time she was seen. 4 days later, police found her car still parked at the bus station. Everyone thought Brenda had been kidnapped, but there were no leads. As investigators became more convinced foul play was involved, suspicion fell on her soon-to-be ex-husband, Lee. He quit his job, eventually lost the family's house, and lived under a shadow of doubt. With no new evidence surfacing, Brenda's case was labeled a cold case homicide. In 2010, 8 years after she went missing, Lee had Brenda declared legally dead. He collected her life insurance money and eventually remarried. Then, in 2013, 11 years after she vanished, Brenda suddenly returned. Believing she had an active warrant for her arrest, she turned herself into the police. There was no warrant, but through this strange twist of fate, Brenda solved her own murder case by proving she was alive. The truth was startling. After meeting two hitchhikers at the bus station, she had chosen to leave with them and start a new life on the road. She traveled to Florida, where she lived a hard, nomadic existence on the streets for more than a decade. To survive, Brenda slept on beaches and under bridges, taking odd jobs like cleaning boats to earn food money. She genuinely believed her family was better off without her, and chose loneliness over being what she saw as a burden. Not long before turning herself in, she was arrested for driving with an expired plate and possession of substances. After serving a short jail sentence, she revealed her true identity. Though she briefly reunited with her family for news interviews, the pain caused by her disappearance and the years of grief and confusion left a gap too large to repair.
I don't know that I've ever stopped crying and started living, to be honest with you.